Hey, Coach Marley, this is from all the knuckleheads for the past 25 years. Just wishing you a happy 25th anniversary and hopefully a strong 25 years to come.
Coach, this is John New, class of 88. I was here the time you got here 25 years ago. I was excited to have a friend of the family's as a coach. Most people don't remember this, but you brought a lot of great new ideas to the football program that made us a lot better. I also enjoyed your economic class the first year. We got to know the difference between your blue Chevette and a Corvette. Coach, you've contributed to a lot of people's lives over the years, and I just want to say thank you, and I'm glad I got to know you.
Probably my favorite Marley story was during the tennis season. I'd come in there and work out some, and every time he'd always give me this secret strategy he wanted me to use in tennis, and it was, he'd tell me, he'd go, "What you got to do, Graham, you got to run up to the net and swing as hard as you can, and then the racket will accidentally fly out of your hand and hit your opponent, and then you won't be able to play." So I always told him I'd try it, but I never told him that would probably get me suspended.
One of the things about Coach Marley is that he's a very intimidating man, and especially when he was getting on to you, yelling at you, he'd start to squint, and most of you remember he used to have these big glasses, and he'd squint, and his glasses would kind of fall down, and he'd have to push them right back up. And that was kind of his signature move when he was yelling at you. Well, one day, he comes into the meeting room, and he doesn't have any glasses on. He had just gotten LASIK surgery or contacts or something. And so we're sitting in the meeting room, and he starts getting on to one of my teammates. Can't remember who it was, but he was just going off on him, and he started squinting. And then when he got done, he did this, and he poked his forehead, and we all just started laughing. And he started, "What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at?" And he did that for about 2 months, not realizing he didn't have glasses on anymore. It was just poking his forehead. We thought he was going to poke a hole through it. But congratulations, Coach Marley, on a great 25 years. Thanks for all you've done.
My favorite moment with Coach Marley was for the Chester County game, when he told me that if I kicked it to the wrong person, he was going to put me in a bag, tie rocks to it, and float me down the Hatchie River. And that kind of scared me, honestly.
Sophomore year, we had what we called the Labor Day. We get off for school for Labor Day, and Coach Marley called it, "Guys, we got Labor Day practice. That's work practice, work day, work day. We're going to do Labor Day practice." Well, I overslept. And I remember waking up and coming in and passing all the kids that had been at practice right before I got to the school, and they were giggling and laughing in their cars. And I remember my heart racing like it's never raced before. But I don't know if you remember that, Coach Marley, but you had me shaking in my pants that day. I never slept late again for anything.
We were watching tape on stuff, and it was your senior year, and we were playing Brewston, and Marley was getting us prepped for it. He was always big on videos and all that stuff, and you had thrown the first interception of the season, and it was on down to the game. You were the talked about quarterback, blah blah blah. But anyway, you threw your first interception, and the kid ran it back a long ways, and you scooted down the whole field, and you stuck him, and I think his helmet came off. But I remember Marley always showing us that, and he said, "Troy," he goes, "if that ever happens, you better pull off something like that. You make him pay." I never told you that, but
it hurt.
Sure. Congratulations again, Coach.
Marley.
Yeah, we're happy for you. Thank you.
My favorite Marley story is probably this year. The practice right before was actually on Halloween, and he was just telling us all to be safe and not do anything stupid on Halloween. And he wanted to get the point across that if we were going to mess with people's houses, we sure didn't need to go mess with his house, because Miss Lisa would come out and shoot us with her sawed-off shotgun. So.
My favorite Coach Marley story is probably when I was a sophomore. We were getting ready for the Knoxville Webb game. It was sub-state, and we were having our pregame walkthrough in the parking lot. And he comes up to me and asks me, "So, or where are you supposed to run the fade route?" And I told him that we were supposed to run outside the corner, which that's where I thought it was supposed to be. And he replies with, "Well, if you run outside the corner, that could be from here to Disney World. Where are you supposed to run it?" And so I told him that we were supposed to run it closer to the sideline. And then when his response to that was, "Well, if you run by the sideline, then you're going to catch the ball out of bounds, and that's not going to be good." And so I got a little bit frustrated, and finally he told me that I was just supposed to split the difference between the numbers and the sideline. So I felt pretty embarrassed in front of everybody.
It was back at the old campus, USJ, and the practice field set up on a hill, and there's some woods right next to it down at the bottom of the hill, and we were up there running routes one day, and we had strict instructions to carry the ball back to Coach Marley. He was throwing the passes, and Todd Halton ran out, caught a ball, and got about halfway back and threw it to Coach Marley, and it went over his head or something. He missed it. He's like, "Oh, my bad, Coach." And Coach Marley walked over there, picked up the ball, turned around, and threw it about 100 yards into the woods down the hill, and looked at Todd and said, "No, my bad, go get it."
Can't thank you enough for all that you did for us. We won a lot of football games and made a lot of memories. I think looking back on it today, as I've started a family and as I'm working, I think the life lessons that you taught us were far more important than the wins or statistics. And there's not a week or a month that goes by that I don't think back on mental toughness, doing things the right way, and more importantly, just that will to win that you taught all of us during such an important time of our life. And thank you. And it was an honor to play for one of the legends in coaching. Thank you.
Hey, Coach Marley. It's JP from the freshman class, and next year we really want the mustache back.
Congratulations, Coach Marley, on your 25th year. I'm really proud of you. My fondest moment of you is my junior year. Had my only 2 bad snaps my whole career, and get back to the sideline. You yelled at me a little bit, and I was like, "Oh, you took that pretty well." Get back at halftime. I've never been so scared in my life. He sat there and yelled at me in particular for about 20 minutes. Let's just say after that, I never had a bad snap, ever. Thank you, Coach Marley.
And I just wanted to say thank you for everything you've done in my life, and thank you for everything you've done for the school and for the community. We appreciate everything you've done, and we hope you have another good 25 years.
Hi, Coach Marley. It's James Kirkland. Played in 1990 and 1993. I remember in speech class you taught us to always say our names when we first got up, because someone would invariably get up and start to tell their current event and sit back down, and you'd look at them and push your glasses up and go, "Well, that was great, but who are you?" So I'm James Kirkland, and really appreciate your 25 years of coaching at USJ. Thank you.
One day, some weird reason, Trey and I got the opportunity to go, and we had to go set up the track stuff, like the pole vault foam and all that stuff. And he was like, "Just take my truck and go up there and unload that stuff." So we're like, "Heck yeah!" So we load up in the truck, and we put that tape in, and we just cranked it all the way up. And it was like some kind of Elvis song going. And we got up on the track, and we got that thing up to about 60 miles an hour going around the track. I don't know if it's 60, but it was a fast thing. And then we got to go, and he saw us, but fortunately we'd slowed down. So I don't know if he ever knew that story, but now he'll know about that.
I was lucky enough to see the transition of the old Coach Marley and the new Coach Marley. I got to see him in his wild, crazy day, and I got to see him when he got saved and came to the Lord, and really inspired me through chapels and things like that. But happy 25th anniversary, Coach Marley. Thanks for all the memories.
Hey, Coach Marley, it's Mayhaw. Congrats on 25 years of collecting bills. It was a fun 4 years playing for the rich tradition that you've established here, and I'm very thankful for the time I've had with you.
Hey, Coach Marley, this is Jackson Evans. Happy 25th.
Coach Marley from the whole athletic department at University of School Jackson, we just like to thank you for your 25 years of service and commitment to these football players, and just the values and the things that you've instilled in their lives to help them grow on to be successful. Again, we just appreciate everything you do, all that you stand for, and the hard work and commitment that you've given to USJ over the 25 years.
I remember this one time I'm not going to name him, but he was a long snapper, and we made him wear a cowboy collar because we told him that Coach Marley had come in and put a cowboy collar on his helmet so he wouldn't hurt his neck while he was long snapping. And so he comes running out there to stretch in his big old cowboy collar. He looked like a complete idiot. But and we're all just dying laughing. Everyone is just all rolling on the floor laughing. And this kid has no idea, so Marley just kind of, he's standing there, and we all watch him, and he just looks over there, and he does his little walk over to the player, and he says, son, what do you got going on here? What are you doing? And the player said, well, you told me to wear it. And he goes, no, I did not. And at this point, everyone has just lost it. I mean, and he can't, and so obviously the player knows that, it was a joke. And Coach Marley looks at me, he said, Powers, come here. I said, oh, great, and because he hasn't started smiling yet. But he said, Powers, did you coordinate that whole little circus act over there? And I said, yes, me and Harden did. We thought it'd be pretty funny. And he goes, well, I like that. That's pretty fun. That was a good one. And when he started laughing, I've never seen him laugh hard other than that particular time. And that just lightened the mood for the whole practice. And that's what I remember most about my senior season is just interacting with Coach Marley and just having him on the field with us, messing around with us, and still being the Coach Marley that everyone knows, being disciplined, but just the fact that he made it way more than just simply a football season.
Hey, Coach Marley, it's Coach Willis. Hey, I'd like to congratulate you on an awesome 25 years. Of course, you still probably look like you're only about 26 or 27. So it's just amazing that you've been around there 25 years. And I'm going to tell you, man, you've done an awesome job. I've often wondered, how in the world you knew, certain steps to take with the program to get it to the level that it is now, because it's not just a program that's known, in this area. It's a program that's known across the entire state.
Coach Marley, Mickey, how you doing tonight? We go way back. I want to say congratulations. 25 years in one place. Pretty outstanding. Have enjoyed working with you in the last, 9 or 10 years. Good times, bad times. Credit to the kids, your credit to the kids. Done a great job with them. There's only one thing that probably I'll work on for you next year, that if we can just keep you on the sidelines to where you're not in the way of the referees. I'm going to try to work to be your personal get-back coach next year, and hopefully we can get that done for you, so we won't have all those problems on the sidelines.
We've heard a lot of great stories and memories about Coach Marley. Thank you so much for what you've meant to me in my career, my development as a young man, as a football player. We're here to celebrate a great 25 years and hope there's 25 more. Congratulations, Coach.
See that, Campbell? See it on there? You see what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Campbell.
Yes, sir.
Campbell.
Yes, sir.
Can you speak? Campbell, speak up. Thank you.
What's up, Patterson? All right, I'll see you later. I don't care if you're attacked by a band of Apache Indians. You're showing up on 8.
All right, we're gonna run 22. Nope. 80 Gator. 80 Gator. Next play. 80 Gator. Yep.
Hit the track.
Okay, it's your 25th. Okay, have 25 more. Okay.
Happy 25th anniversary, Coach Marley. Goodbye.